Today in America and many other countries around the world, education is readily available to women who wish to pursue it. Thanks to a woman named Emma Willard, classrooms are available on campuses worldwide as well as online. Emma Willard paved the way for women to have the opportunity to receive the same education that men have. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, Emma Hart Willard was born on February 23, 1787. She was the 16th of 17 children born to a farmer in Berlin, Connecticut. Her father encouraged all of his children to think and read for themselves, which ignited the flame inside Emma for learning. At a young age, she enrolled in school in her hometown and soon knew more than the teachers. By the age of 17, she taught at the school, and 2 short years later, she took charge of the institution. During this time, women were able to attend institutions. However, women were taught different than men. These institutions were called finishing schools, and the curriculum consisted of refining skills such as painting, singing, and occasionally foreign language. After several teaching positions, Emma found herself in New York, where she married John Willard, a physician who was almost 30 years older than her. It is then that she had the opportunity to see the vast educational differences women received than their male counterparts. After studying her nephew's college textbooks, Emma taught herself geometry and philosophy. It was then she began to lobby for improving women's education and allowing them to access to the same curriculum that men have. She argued that if she was able to master the topics studied by men, all women should be able to do the same. After receiving support from the New York Governor DeWitt Clinton, Troy Female Seminary opened its doors in September of 1821 in Troy, New York. This was the first school in the United States to offer higher education to women with mathematics, philosophy, geography, history, and science in the curriculum. In later years, other female institutions of higher learning opened, giving women more opportunities to receive an education in the United States. Although Emma Willard's efforts are seen today as a supporter of the feminism movement, Emma never saw herself as such. She felt that she was an advocate for education and nothing more. A former graduate from Troy Female Seminary by the name of Elizabeth Cady Stanton became the face of women's suffrage movement. She believed that if women can receive the same educational benefits as men, then women should have the same rights as men, such as the right to vote. Elizabeth accredited Emma for giving her the courage to fight for women's rights. Emma continued to bridge the gap between men and women's education by writing several textbooks that were used in both men and women's higher education institutions. She also was a wonderful public speaker who traveled the globe in an effort to spread the educational opportunities for women. Emma's efforts were applauded in France. Simona Baldescu called Emma, quote, the star and a guide in the eyes of the French educators, unquote, in her article entitled Sisters in Mind, Early Networking for the Advancement of Women's Education. Emma's efforts also extended women's educational opportunity to Athens, Greece. Emma organized a female committee called the Daughters of Greece, which collected donations of all sorts in effort to help establish the women's institution. Her efforts paid off a short time later as a school for women opened its doors in Athens, Greece. It's thanks to Emma Willard's passion for education, women are able to receive the educational opportunities that we have today. Women's minds are no longer seen as inferior to men, and women are able to hold top CEO positions, as well as having the most brilliant minds in modern history. We have mathematicians, business owners, scientists, as well as political figures, all accredited to the educational opportunities Emma helped establish. The Troy Female Seminary was renamed Emma Willard School in 1895, and according to niche.com, it's considered today as one of New York's finest women's private high school and college. I am shocked that I've never heard of Emma Willard before. And until I had this opportunity to research this amazing woman, I now have a better understanding of her life and the extraordinary strides that she made for education.